Hello, everybody. I'm Hoarder Gamer, and I just finished reading Gideon Falls number 5. I thought it was really good. Unfortunately, I have not read issues 1 through 4. The story arc ends with 6, but then it's not completely over. So, that's kind of beating your head against the wall when you're like the second to last issue. That's the issue you get, and then it's over. It's like, oh my god, I just walked in at the very ending. Luckily, another arc starts in October. And this has been a very hot book. It's hard for stores to keep it in stock. They almost every month, it's only been 5 months really, they've had to expand on how many copies they're getting. With the first 2 or 3 months, I was able to find 2 of those 3 issues. So I was going to wait until I got all of them, but I was like, what the hell? This is an awesome cover. This is one of the coolest covers I've seen. Reminds me of something out of like Neil Gaiman, like Coraline or something like that. And I've already been kind of chomping at the bit to read the book, so I figured, well, let's go with issue 5. And it's so hot though, like it almost like you touch it and you have to like get treatment for burns. It's that intense. Sci-Fi just won a bidding war, I guess, to do a TV show based on it. So this is the time to jump in, everybody. Anyway, there's a killer by the name of Joe. He tries to murder a priest, and Sheriff Clara stops that from happening. Joe goes running off, but then terribly injures another woman who's lying on the ground that Clara goes to check on. Before Joe can leave, though, he tells the priest that it isn't his time yet, and he stabs him with a scalpel. So then they go and have that wound taken a look at by a man who turns out to be Clara's father. And he's been haunted by the disappearance of his son and something known as the Black Barn. Meanwhile, a character named Norton undergoes hypnosis or hypnotherapy. And he also encounters said Black Barn. Now, the woman that was hurt by Joe that Clara found after saving the priest's life, she said, "I saw you there. I saw you inside." So that's pretty interesting. So I'm guessing the Black Barn somehow this woman saw. So maybe like near the time of your death you end up there. I don't know exactly. I'm not exactly sure how this works yet. And yeah, it's pretty creepy, and I'm impressed with it. One thing that worried me, a slight segue, I worked on for about a year a project called Red Falls. Okay, this is 10 years ago. Luckily, this is absolutely nothing like it. So my fear, and also trying to read this before, was based on the fact that there was a television series called Happy Town on ABC. It only got, I think, like 6 episodes. But through the concept of like what I call idea space, other people believe in it too. There were so many elements that were initially in Red Falls that were in that too. And I didn't tell many people about Red Falls or anything like that. So I was all freaking out that Gideon Falls would be like, the coffin on my Red Falls project, like everything, somehow through idea space. Again, I'm not suggesting anyone copy me or anything like that. That's not what this is about at all. And absolutely, there's nothing in Gideon Falls that is like what Red Falls was like. But that was one of the reasons that I was hesitant with reading this. But this is really good. It's creepy. The artwork is beautiful. And Andrea Sorrentino, fantastic. I think I just realized Dave Stewart did the cover. And I believe, I'd have to look it up, I believe Dave Stewart did do a number of covers for Neil Gaiman books. I'll have to check that out. I'm pretty sure he did. But yeah, it's really cool. It's creepy, nightmarish. And like I said, this is 5 of 6. And I still feel like I was able to understand most of what happened. It wasn't completely over my head. I don't know how much the Black Barn has figured into other issues. And the final 2 pages, I want to keep that a surprise for you, because if you're reading it, it's really crazy and screwed up stuff. I think if you're a fan of Twin Peaks, you'd like Gideon Falls. That's another thing to think of. I'm a huge Twin Peaks and David Lynch fan, and I think that would be right up the alley of someone that likes David Lynch. So, yeah, Gideon Falls, I would give this an 8. I think it might be even higher if I had, more background on it and be like, oh, all these pieces came together brilliantly. Unfortunately, I don't have that, mindset because I haven't read the other issues. Again, because some of them I can't find. So if you could find this issue, I recommend getting it. And, yeah, Jeff Lemire, one of the best writers in comics today. He's phenomenal. Yeah. Thank you all, everybody, very much for watching. I hope you check out this book. I hope you like this review. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.